what are the barriers still? Because when you look at WCAG, the WCAG checklist, let's say, it's still not as broad as it should be for everyone, right?
Mm.
What are I would say the main barriers still for accessibility when directed to neuro inclusivity?
Well, I'll speak from,
Yes,
firsthand lived experience.
please do.
Again, I represent myself, and I don't say that I
Right.
speak for everyone in the community, as
Right.
as as I'm sure you say the same. But what I will say is the web content accessibility guidelines are not particularly inclusive or easy to understand. So for me,
Hmm.
that is barrier number one. They
Right.
are thorough in many ways, but the language that is used is, for me, confusing, dare I say, boring. you know and so I find that just at a baseline, the guidelines themselves, for me, feel like a barrier. And so that's one thing, is like, I found a couple places where people have translated them into
Mhm.
real world speak or human speak. And I think that that's helpful. I also think that examples can be very helpful in unblocking some of those barriers. Show me what you mean, because sometimes the words themselves are not going to be enough for me to fully
Mhm.
capture the concept. And
Okay.
then, to the point of what you had mentioned, is the current guidelines do barely scratch the surface on neuro-inclusive design, sensory design. I mean, honestly, they are just catching up with mobile. So do I
Mhm.
expect them to be so forward looking? I mean, I think they're working on it, they're trying, but to understand that today's guidelines are almost the bare minimum, not representative of all things that one needs to think about when, working to create a truly inclusive product.
Yeah.
That can feel a bit ominous. That can feel a bit discouraging when I say
Mhm.
things like that. So I like to follow it up with, like, just talk to people and
Yeah.
understand their needs.